darkness came Taylor. Feel the power, Taylor. Going for his 13th world title. He said after that match with Wayne Mardle, he said, I've never felt this proud of myself. One Peter Manley, the crowd are singing now. He got a few boos. He will want to make amends for his defeats in the finals of '99 and 2002, when, to be fair, he got a real battering. Whose name will be on the World Championship trophy for 2006? Your commentators, Dave Lanning and Sid Waddell.
Yeah, Dave! It took the good Lord 7 days to make the universe, but it's taken us 11 to find the world darts champion with thunder and lightning, and the first is 7 sets.
And not since the glory days of Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks has there been such a clearly defined good guy, bad guy sporting confrontation. Phil Taylor is the good guy in the white hat, and Peter Manley, despite that boisterous walk-on, is bad, and this just might get a little ugly.
Well, that's possible. The Adrian Lewis descant to this. Taylor could be wanting to prove a point about Manley's gamesmanship and his lip.
And Taylor has only been beaten twice on this famous darting stage. Here's Manley. You can see his record, 21-gram unicorn darts, living in Carlisle now. He's twice been a runner-up. He's had, well, a bit of a battle with Jason Clark. Dennis Smith should have beaten him in the quarter-final of that really controversial battle with Adrian Lewis, and Wayne Jones was a bit overpowered. Manley will play to the gallery, but it is now gloves off, match on.
First set, first leg, Peter throwing first.
Opening the referee, Bruce Manley from Teesside. Manley 9-2, 8-1 on. The power, who says that 13 is his best number, Dave. He lives at number 13. He was born in Ward 13 of the Stoke General Hospital. Once titled number 13.
And Adrian Lewis, his protege there, well, no doubt who he'll be cheering for. And Manley hitting the ground running. Phil Taylor, his usual ploy, won the ball throw for the right to throw first, but gave it away because he likes to get the first set in against the throw, then go powering in the second set. And as all our experts have said, these opening 2 sets could be critical to the outcome of the £100,000 Ladbrokes World Championship.
Absolutely. Taylor averaged a miserable 85 in the first 3 sets against Mardle. He still won them though, and an important statistic is in the ton plus scores on their records, Manley 189, Taylor 147. That could be very significant. If he can outscore Taylor early doors, he's got a chance.
And it's a blistering start from Taylor. He's down at 128 in only 9 darts against the throw. If he could take this out, it would be the start he has been working on.
One reverse stack though, maybe, or maybe he's looking at it. Lovely cover shot to the treble 18.
88.
Topsy leaves.
His wife Yvonne always seems to be the most stately and calm person in the place.
137.
But now, Taylor had trouble finishing early on last night. What about tonight, Sid?
Topsy once. This is awkward. He might bump the barrel into the single.
Games on the first leg. Phil Taylor.
First knock to Taylor.
Second leg, Phil to throw first. Very best
His
of all,
problem
please.
was double top last night, and although he had an awkward first start, still picked it off cleanly. Very tasty, very sweet.
I'll remind you, in 99, Manley lost 6-2 to Taylor here in the final. 7-0 in 2002. Blitz then, wouldn't shake hand. There's Adrian Lewis, who had that tergiversation with Manley
100.
earlier in the tournament. Chrissy misses Manley. Yes, Justin Hawkins fairly near ringside. For which one of them will there be the darkness?
100.
Thinks he's a talisman, does Justin there? For the power. Says he's never sat ringside and seen him lose. He's gonna watch that rock.
100.
That rocking forward, Manley. Because that's off balance.
Taylor still has to throw. They're absolutely tied together on 301, but Taylor's got to make these scores tell.
Oh, he's brilliant on 2 of the big treble covers. Averaging 108.5, Taylor already.
81.
And he's left a very big finish, the biggest of the combinations, 170. If he could manage this so early, it would be psychologically a terrific blow. Now another treble 20.
Wants the bull for Bedlam. Cue Bedlam, folks! What a start by Taylor! He's a bit shocked.
Well, you have to agree, that was simply magnificent and absolutely pinpoint perfect marksmanship from Taylor. 170, treble 20, bullseye. He's 2 up in the first set.
And he's averaging 110.
45.
Pushed his tournament average up by 10. Phenomenal start by the power.
60.
The crowd here, quite pardonably, are buzzing with that finish from Taylor. And there may well be enraptured about this too. Just a reflection.
125.
Well, certainly Manley had the far better ton plus scoring. But how about this, folks? In the tournament, Manley 16 maximums, Taylor
96.
42 180s. Manley fans should be worried about how easily he's plunking the lipstick. Plunking like Rodney Trotter. Just look at this.
43.
Well, no, he's just done 170. Can he do 151? Manley's ended on a bogey number, so Taylor knows he'll be back, even if this eludes him. It's just the wrong side of the wire.
This is the equivalent of Michael
95.
Vaughan hitting the first 6 balls of his test match for 36 runs. Where Manley is your Australia.
And now Philip
85.
Taylor on 56 for a
56.
whirlwind opening set success. Double top. Outstanding. Outstanding from Taylor. An absolute hurricane first set. He wins it 3-zip, and he'll go into the break a very happy man.
Hold on, I've got someone on the other line. Hi, babe.
This is the heavy artillery used by Philip Taylor against Manley. Early doors in this match, a 170 for openers. Dave, in the potteries there was a bloke called a Saga Mega's bottom knocker. He isn't off knocking the bottom off Manley for starters.
Yes, a really outstanding first set from Phil Taylor. Exactly his normal game plan, working to perfection. Give away the throw, go in hard, hit him fast, hit him early. And some of the stats he returned were quite sensational. 7-1 on Manley now, and Taylor shortened to 16-1 on.
Absolutely, mind games, Taylor now, and if he hits against the throw, what can he do after? 109 near enough, Taylor.
100.
Plays 89. Taylor's tournament average was a mere 101.5 before this one.
And Taylor didn't allow Manley a single sniff at a double out in that first set.
68.
Third dart rather retrieving the situation there for him.
First again, 7 sets is the winner.
100.
Nice third dart by Peter.
And Manley needs quick break back here. He's got to really put every ounce of effort into this set.
Has he ever? Power in the lipstick. This is begging for it. In the left. Oh, yes. 280 is already the power.
96.
Taylor has stolen the darts here. $134 now going. Now treble 14 should be the next dart.
Unlucky.
153.
But he's down. It's a nice little two-darter. Desperately needs the red pick, this Manley. Here's the power then.
65.
Go further ahead.
Fairly required 41.
9. Fat 9 for 216s. Just composes because of the hubbub.
Game shot
Again.
first leg.
That's the fourth consecutive leg, and Taylor took that one against the throw, and he did it with style and panache.
Eric Bristow said that Taylor was here for 7-0 in a world final. He's the man to do it. Not saying he will. Just look at that. 110.8 place, 90.5. Which is near enough Peter's tournament average, but Taylor has bopped up from 101 to 109.
Well, Manley is still slinging pretty heavy leather up there, and is really in line for his first leg success in this final.
60.
Those are the tons so far, and Taylor 500 pluses, 3 140s and 2 180s, and we're in the second leg of the second set.
So already Taylor's winning the mind games. He's got 2 maximums, psychological value which is enormous. Had 11 against Wayne Martel last night. But also the bigger importance
60.
is that he gave the bull factor away.
161.
Let Manley throw first and then took the set off him.
Treble 19 went for the ball.
105.
Keep an eye for Manley. Manley likes to use the bull as part of his combination finishing, but he'll almost certainly go 16 double top unless he wishes to leave himself on double 18 next throw.
58.
Here comes Manley then
PD required 56.
for a 14 darter. Tops he wants. Badly pulled, 2 10s.
Game shot in the second leg. Peter Manley.
So Manley, when he gets to look at the doubles, has shown he knows where they are placed. Taylor, though, with the darts here. Third leg, set 2.
The perfect one, lying on the wire. Oh, look at the open spaces. Wide, wide, wide. Unlucky.
135.
We're on day 11 of the 13th World Darts Championships.
95.
It's been a wonderful tournament, Sid. So many memories of this last 11 days. Adrian Lewis' emergence as a genuine world star Gary Welding, the qualifier who came in the first round and beat Colin Lloyd so sensationally. Terry Jenkins and Jimmy Mann, that match. We'll just watch Taylor here, looking for another treble.
His third 180. He means business. Does he ever?
And we had so many new foreign visitors in this championship. I was particularly impressed with the German Thomas Saylor. We'll be seeing more of him, I'm sure. Taylor still continues to boss things on the oche.
Lovely cover shot
80.
with the treble 19. Taylor looking for a 12 darter here as Manley tries to apply pressure. Yes, pressure. 19's very handy.
139.
Well, these are a finish, you see, 167, but Taylor on 106. Watch for 18s if he singles this 20.
Tops he wants, tops he gets!
Yes,
Oh, 160! Then 106! He's on fire!
Fourth leg,
But
Peter
Manley
to Rutherford.
is the one that's
Game on.
feeling the heat.
Yes, we're enjoying another masterclass of marksmanship from Taylor.
100.
A measly ton! The power has come out on fire here in this final.
This is Taylor there, looking pensive, but she could hardly have hoped that her husband would have made a more
60.
enterprising start in this one. By comparison, Chrissy Manley looks pensive.
Very slack darts. He is blistering the red bit. It's ominous for Manley fans that Taylor's accuracy is far better than it was last night when he scored 11 180s against Mardle.
Manley with a big effort here can put in a burst on this leg. Still ahead, but we always fancy Taylor in these kind of situations to weigh in with ton 40 or even ton 80.
Treble 19 now gets it. Oh, if they're hitting that as well as the 60, Manley's in deep bother.
134.
Manley is in deep bother.
As Taylor is hitting his cover shots so brilliantly as well, every aspect of the game, he looks the complete master at this moment.
100. Failure require 167.
He's done a 170. Can he do a 167, Taylor?
Easy, easily. Treble 19 in the bull. Oh, surely he can't. Oh, for the set to go, just on the wire.
142.
And it means that
Failure
Manley
require
knows he will
141.
have to check out this 141. I think he
Bully
wants the ball.
once.
Oh, yes!
What an answer! What an answer! By Manley! What a game! Saves the set!
And he went such
Fifth leg, Phil to
outrageous way. Double 17, double top in the bull. And that even stopped Taylor in his tracks. What a final we're having.
It'll get better, folks. 1007. 0.8. Adrian Lewis, Natalie Taylor, absolutely gobsmacked at the standard. What a game!
100.
And this has become already a very important leg, particularly for Manley. Taylor should win this one and go 2 sets up. As all our experts agreed, that would be a long way back for Manley.
99.
Slack dart at last. Manley's cranked his average up to 94.3. Taylor's 107.5.
140.
And Manley inching ahead here, needs this leg desperately.
Power was 40 pointers behind before the shot. This is perfect to bounce in off the barrel.
140.
Fabulous darts.
Yes, Taylor showing all his old stack magic.
Smokestack lightning magic
43.
from the jump.
Well, Philip Taylor can't finish on 162, but he can leave himself within a dart of a double and the second set.
Bull, he's still 16.
105.
57 when he goes, Taylor. Manley back on 218. All he can do is rattle in a big score to put pressure on Taylor's shot.
140.
But 57 will surely be 17 double top.
For 2-0 in sets to give Manley headaches, gigantic proportions. Taylor wants the top lipstick. Tops he wants.
Yes, and the second set.
This is remarkable! With a 108 average and a little hop, skip and a jump. Taylor leads 2-0.
Phil Taylor has a 75% success record on doubles, and that's adding to that record to go 2 up. And you can see just how jubilant and satisfied he turns to the audience and said to his family group, have a bit of that, and he's having things pretty much as he would have planned here, Sid.
Yeah, that's an ominous figure you just quoted.
First leg, Peter to Travers.
For the Manley fans, the Power was leading 2-0 against Marvelous well last night, but he was only on about 23% checkout.
81.
75% checkout is brilliant.
And look at those odds. Taylor shortening and shortening, 25 to 1 on now.
Perfect lie to take this into the red bit as well. Beautiful!
140.
This is virtuoso Taylor, and Manley is just beginning to look a little ragged at the edges.
83.
Well, it'll show in his style, David. He's got to sink a lot. He's a big man. He sort of goes forward on the ball of his foot. If he gets out of sync with his throwing arm, he's in trouble.
There.
109.1 plays 94.8.
Now we can but conjecture, Sid, if this set shouldn't go Manley's way at 3 down, he really has problems. And will he try some new tactics? Will he try to slow things up? Will he try to unsettle Taylor? That's the fascinating thought.
Manley's actually 5 points above his tournament average, which was near enough 90. But it's like a fly trying to upset a rhino on the rampage.
92.
87 for Taylor to take the leg against the throw. Now then, 16 double 8 for an 87 finish.
Well done! He's on fire!
Phil Taylor.
This is
Second leg,
juggernaut
Phil
tungsten!
to Travers. Game on.
Well, I'm sure you'll agree, it just is a privilege to watch a man in any sport being such a master. And Taylor is in that mood tonight to give us all something to remember.
97.
7 out of 9 for Taylor, 2 out of 3 for Manley. Yeah, Taylor, we didn't think we'd play 2 bad games on the chart. 108 average. Against Painter. Then against Mardle at times his average was only 87. End average only about 97.
Well, there they say it's 9 darts at Taylor, and that's about the only thing he hasn't managed in this final so far.
Don't you think it's not on his mind and in his locker? Perfect for Stackeroni. has to land on the top. I bet he would. Magic!
Well, there's no dart player alive on the planet that could live with this kind of pressure from Taylor. 124.
His best ever average was 104. He's on fire! Just outside! So saying 102.5, his best ever tournament average. He's not up to that yet, but he's one off it, is Taylor. So you're seeing him nearly as good as he's ever been.
And Manley going walkabouts, looking for a better angle. There was a super last start, actually. From a wild angle. 8-8 though for Taylor. Ah.
It's absolute carnage.
Third leg, Peter to Rover.
And Manley here needs this leg with the throw just to stay in the third set.
And it must haunt, talking mind games again, Manley, that he lost 7-zip in 2002 on this very stage to this very man. Sloppy stuff through this time from Taylor.
100.
You see, but even when he has two indifferent darts, Taylor still tidies up, retrieves the situation. And we now look at it when he scores a ton as just part of the course.
Nowhere near. That face says it all. Even Chrissy Manley's lady gobbled smacked by this man going for his 13th title. Like a rocket
59.
bound for young side of Venus. She's happy, Mrs. T.
Oh, Manley, bless him, is still battling away. He refuses to allow himself to be blasted out of contention.
Only 8 yards. Manley gotta get the double in this leg to save set 3. It's his first at a good time.
Just somehow managed to wriggle its way in to the target third dart. Got to come out now.
99.
For a 13th darter then to save the set. 6-6. It's a handy mark. He can shave the barrel. Didn't need it. Saves the set.
But Taylor knows he will have the darts, and this man Manley knows a big effort, hopefully culminating in that way, is necessary. Otherwise he's 3 down, and Taylor again has gone steaming in.
98.
He likes the number 13, he said to the red top press today. Wants his 13th title, looking like getting his 13th. Philip Howard Taylor.
81.
Again, Manley's third dart saved his face robbed there.
Ominous dart for Manley fans. And that's even more ominous. This goes in off the barrel, no bother, I think.
100.
Badly told.
Manley putting in massive effort here. He's got to win this leg. 3 down against Phil Taylor, although Mardle was last night, but this is a different Taylor.
Is it ever? Treble 19 coming in.
177.
Granted, Manley forced to hang on. Taylor needs 140 anyway here. Desperately needs this one. If Manley was playing anybody else on the planet, he'd be giving them a good game now with 96 average.
126 for Taylor. He'll come for 19s, though he doesn't have to because Manley can't finish on 198s. But now the single will leave the ball.
87. 26.
I said he didn't need it because Manley's on 198, so Phil Taylor happy to leave himself on double top for the set.
And do you think Manley can come back from 3-0 down?
Failure required 40.
Gerardo, topsy once for 3-zip. Now he's had trouble with these last night. He couldn't go under them. Oh, surely goes to the open end. Oh, he missed!
And this is the chance for the break that could be critical to Manley. Double top.
Manley! Safe as set!
Fifth leg, Peter to
Taylor is furious with himself.
And the match is suddenly alive and kicking, and this could just be the inspiration to get Manley airborne.
Good start. But just like the power to be toying with the idea of a 10-darter here. Beautiful first dart. Can only miss. Oh, a fifth maximum! Just when Manley could see a little pull of water. Pulled the last dart wide.
Just edged into the treble one.
Manley's pushed his average to just under 98. Taylor has dropped from 112.
Oh, these aren't good darts from Manley.
Justin Hawkins.
41.
Could be costly. Phil Taylor for sure will leave himself a finish here.
Especially with that lie. Doesn't use it well.
60.
Only 60.
Well, it has left a finish, but it's not an easy one.
Rushing the darts, rushing the darts. Off balance
60.
badly. I told you to watch out for that.
61.
For the set. 161 starts with a 60. Treble 17 leaves the ball. Another big bull shot.
136. PD require 137.
Well, no, Manley knows he's got to get this 137. Well, we went for a double top. Hasn't worked this time.
117. Failure required 25.
For 3-zip. Taylor wins fat 9. 2 8s for 3-zip. Middle of the birthday.
Phil Taylor.
Yes, Taylor really is at his most magnificent. A 3-love lead at the break. Can Peter Manley do anything to arrest Taylor at full flow? We'll see after this break. Taylor barnstorms his way into a 3-0 lead in sets, and this is Taylor at his most brilliant. Look at those stats, they're positively stratospheric. 112 average in the first, 105 in the second, 104 in the third. Surely, Sid, even Peter Manley at his best isn't going to be able to match that.
Even London at his best couldn't match that. Nobody can match that.
Phil to Thruffer.
It is the acme of the power. Not to say epitome. He has come out doing what I thought was unthinkable. I was with Bristol, I thought it would be 7-2. Rodney thought 7-4. Taylor wanted to be 7-0 as the odds are 33-1 on Taylor now.
100.
It is a subdued Peter Manley. The old pantomime villain hasn't shown his teeth tonight. I think he realises that if he tries to wind Taylor up, it could be even more of a massacre.
That's right, he'd answer by putting his average to 115. You think, oh no, he won't. I say, oh yes, he will.
134.
The difference between winning and losing here is a mere £50,000. This is the most lucrative darts match in the history of this sport.
£100,000 to the winner.
60.
But although he's a wise guy, well, satire, savage stuff. Manley sloppy though.
Yeah.
Oh, his arms tightened up. They're happy though, the Stokies.
Well, the placard saved Manley. Rude about fortunes and his stomachs, but he'll say, yeah, but £50,000, whatever, mate.
You can buy a lot of Stoke oat cakes for 100 grand.
140.
Blocks the bed. Everything going against Manley, starting to rock.
59.
That's
Staying
serious
for
point.
104.
Manley under stress sometimes gets out of sync. Perfect stacker for 60. 212s, the motor on.
80.
And a big finish, and these are the finishes that Manley has got to snatch. Not this time.
Of the last 9 darts have been nowhere near a treble for Manley. Double 12 for the power to swords. Middle of the bed.
Second leg, Peter throwing first. 140.
Well, Manley's doing 95.66, his match average, and a 57% checkout success rate. Under normal circumstances, he should be certainly in a winning position. He's certainly on par, but against Taylor tonight, he has been a man inspired.
3 or 4 years ago, one of Taylor's best ever matches in the World Championship, 104.5 average was his highest. He's over that here at the moment. Might not be his end average, or it might be better. 106.2, Taylor's average. Perfect for stacking.
$121.
That's his second. At an appropriate time, very appropriate.
Oh, this it's just the
140.
ton 40s and ton 80s just rolling off. It's quite incredible.
15. 2 8s to stop the rot. Oh yes!
And on the second leg.
Nothing wrong with that visit by Manley.
It was a brilliant leg from Peter Manley. You have to admire him. But Taylor has the dance again here.
Game on.
All he can do is just hang on to his shirt tails.
Manley's up his tournament average by 7 to 97 from just on 90.
140.
Living rest out by the power. See, when he tries to relax into his natural flow, he gets a glitch. Manley knows he's got the flow to put this average up another 10 points to 105 to hang on to the power's coattails. But when he tries the flow shot, he misses by the vital millimeter. That's his third! Responding to the relentless pressure.
But he's still behind Taylor in the scoring. Oof. A rare, careless throw from the maestro.
And then replies at the one slack shot with 2 60s. It's like swimming in a sea full of sharks and crawling onto the sand
60.
and finding there are man-eating tigers there.
151 for Phil Taylor. In this mood, it's a possibility.
Is it ever? Treble 17 tops.
It should be 74 now. Taylor having a good look at it. Treble 14 would be the natural dart.
91.
Manley needs 180 here. It's even worse than the Shane Burgess syndrome of yes, he gives you a chance at 140s, 150s.
Failure requires 60.
He's demanded that Manley score 180s just with every other visit. Topsy wants to go further ahead. This one he had trouble with last night. He doesn't dip right.
Game shot in the third leg.
You silly boy, Sydney!
Fourth leg.
Perfect last dart.
Manley's dart's beginning to go into a little bit of an uncomfortable angle, I suspect, Sid. Taylor needing this leg for 4-zip.
The Manley style with these big sort of barrel darts, which are thicker than most. If he gets out of sync, that's when you see the 40s and the 50s, which are not even small change in this. He needs currency, not chump change.
Yes, you could say if he gets out of sync, he goes down the drain.
You could. And I'm glad you did. What a performance by the power. Dodling on 106.5.
100.
See the wibble, the weep into the red bits. Manley, brilliant to get that past the blocker.
100.
But only 100.
Taylor has taken the throw here. It's only 5 behind. It's only for a moment. Coming down, 19th.
58.
Well, it goes to your head, does darts. Rallying now, Manley. He's getting the flow dart to the 60. Oh, look at the eyes of the power. They are predatory.
Is there room for a third?
140. 100. Failure require 103.
For 4 sets to a miserable zip. Taylor on the 3-darter. 3 for tops. He's rarely missed this in this match.
Taylor at his most imperious. He goes 4 up and he's looking as though he's going to run away with it. But Manley will still have some thoughts about that. And we'll see just who is right after the break.
Welcome back, folks, to World Darts, or rather Whirlwind Darts. In 2002, Philip Howard Taylor did Manley 7-0 on this stage to take the world title. Is he about to do it again? I asked John Gwynn, who just joined us from ringside.
Well, it looks so. Manley has done little wrong. When he's got down to a double, he's hit it 5 times out of 8. He's produced his moments of magic. But they call the PDC the Premiership of World Darts. And believe you me, when you see this man throwing the way he is tonight, he's Henry, he's Rooney, and he's Crespo, all rolled into one. Unstoppable.
Couldn't improve on that line. Well played, Johnny. He is the greatest ever dart player who ever took on joystick, planting them almost at will in a little red piece of flock.
140.
Well said, a high roller in Cheshire has £40,000 on Taylor at 1-8. He took that before the game started. And at the moment, he must feel as though that is a very worthwhile investment. 4 sets to 0, and an average at the moment of 106.5.
140.
And very few players averaging around 94.5 lose without reply, but it could be the case tonight.
Will require 121.
Yes, his best ever average per match here. End average is 104.5. He's on finishing this. He now wants 214s on the wire.
93.
As I say, he's on 106.5.
Well, Manley took this out twice last night and now needs the treble 17. Unlucky, so Taylor back for 28
87.
for a 13-dart
Will
leg
require 28.
and a continuation of this amazing sequence of top quality throwing. 14 darts against the throw.
Second leg is Phil to throw first. Game on.
Sid, these are the sequence of legs in this match. 14, 12, 14 all to Taylor. 14 and then a 15 to Manley, 12 to Taylor, 15 to Manley, 14 to Taylor, 12 to Taylor, 13 to Taylor, 15 and 14 darters for Manley, a 14 for Taylor, 16 then, a long leg. And there you have the percentage checkouts. They're equally impressive, but I'll tell you what, Sid, so it goes on. 15, 15 and 14, end of story.
Absolutely. Vintage darts. 64 men and true 2 weeks ago, and about 10 hours started out here. Of course, the biggest ever prize money darts, 100,000 pounds to the judge. And Taylor, easy to say he wanted it more than most, but John's figures just prove the sheer clinical superbness of this player. Perfect line. Slack shot by his Sterlings. But you knew what the third one would do, Johnny.
Well, the Flamingos won't be entirely in the pink tonight, and I know that his wife Chrissy, as Taylor goes for 81, that's 62 left, looking at treble 10, 52 left. He may well go 20 for double 16, and another 13 darter. I'm not going to say imminent, but on the cards.
Is it ever? Slack last darts. 2 16s, charge further ahead. 7 zip is easily on the cards, folks. One more dart to the double 16.
Game shot the second leg.
So there, the pure precision using the marker to within a split millimetre inside the double wire. Manley adding, pain by blocking this 16.
58.
The dart of around thinks it's all over. Those were flipped rather than aimed.
Yes, there comes a point where the man on the receiving end of this kind of performance wants it to end. Much as though I'm sure Manley was looking forward to this one and looking relaxed, and he's not thrown badly at all. It looks like the white flag might just about be hoisted, Sid.
Yes, until I would pin it to the board with millimetre accuracy. Casually puts that last one in the 60. Crowd stunned. My landlord from Putty stunned. Adrian Lewis stunned.
134.
Still a 1-3-4 shows there's a bit of life there. What a game it's been, with magic moments even from Manley. That 1-4-1 checkout, treble 17, double top on the bull. That was the checkout, Sid, that he attempted for a 9-dart finish in Blackpool 6.5 years ago, and he just missed the bull. And that was straight after Taylor himself had almost taken out a 167. He was just the wrong side of the bull wire. And of course, we've seen a 170 from him already.
$3 here for Taylor to take the set. It's not on now. He needed the treble 20 to start.
60.
Well, big finishes. Manley knew that he would have to be hitting them. 141's gone, a 170 has to. Just landing short.
65.
Yes.
Phil, you require
Taylor.
104.
For 5 sets to nil, which will leave him in 2 sets. Looking at the 60. He needs 60 for double 12, and that's a good understacker. Double 12, if he's understacking, Manley might as well go out now.
92.
Understacking dart, that one using the line.
80, you require 105.
Well, if Manley takes this out, it'll be the longest leg of the match. Can do it with double 10. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Super dart from Manley. And Chrissy has something to applaud at last.
To throw first.
But
Game on.
he gave her a little wink. And Taylor back in the groove for the perfect stacker. 105.6 players, 93.8.
137.
Brilliant though that was from Manley, and it certainly was. His finishing said 6 out of 9. His problem, of course, has been that he hasn't been able to get down to the finish often enough. Otherwise, he'd be right in this contest. That is impressive. 6 out of 9.
We wouldn't have factors earlier. But, Manley and his verbal contest legging list. Taylor's trying to win this 7-0. Not for anything to do with that. It's just because he can.
59.
6-1-8 is in the match to Taylor, 48 in the tournament. Be nice to see him get 50 this week.
And if you're Manley, it wouldn't.
I'm not so sure. See, he
136.
wanted the treble 16 there for double 18, and Manley might provide one here. 48 then Taylor, 16 for double 16, possibly may go 8 double top for a 5-0 lead.
This will make one lad happy if it goes in. Double 16! Makes Lewis happy! Bit of revenge from him. That's what the powers equation is part of. Manley stays out of practice. He is 5-0 down. The power just needs 2 more.
Round the room, ladies and gentlemen, bit of hush. Thank you.
Well, maybe the final here was last night when Taylor was severely tested by Mardle. That, though, is a test for anybody. Absolutely fantastic set-by-set averages by the power. And Manley's, they're nothing to be ashamed of, but frankly, just not up to this man, Phil Taylor's standard. And there you have it, just one leg of 18 darts, all the others 16 or under.
14 legs on the 16. Phenomenal darts. And he did warm up in Holland by beating Barneveld, followed by Lloyd with 110 average against Barneveld.
140.
He does stay content. There's Justin.
Yes, I'm afraid the darkness deepens for this man.
85.
He's tried his best and can't take that away from him, but you can now go and have £2 on Taylor and finish up with £2 and a penny.
His
99.
has been superb. His kicking off with the treble 19 has been superb. We had our final last night when he diced it out with Mardle.
Yes, that was a cracker, and what a fantastic time we've had here at Purfleet. Yes, I heard Dave Lanning earlier mentioning some of the names that have excelled here during the course of this tournament. And we've seen some wonderful games. Parton Mason, what a match that was. Yes, Adrian Lewis, there's his father, Steve, has played his part too. And of course, the magnificent Mardle last night, who came so close to toppling Taylor.
Yes, remember Mardle. 4 darts to make it 5-3 against Taylor.
Now, Mr. Manley must be wishing that Mardle had toppled Taylor 24 hours ago.
Absolutely. Mardle been his good pal for a tremendous final. But here he goes again, a 13 darter to go further ahead the power from the wire. 2 hits.
Well, apart from one leg where he had 3 darts and double top, I can't recall Taylor really having too much trouble with the doubles, Sid.
60.
Absolutely. 108 average against Painter. Painter says he was blitzed, but Mardle was so near, 3-0 down, and then got a 4-3 against them, nearly 5-3. But just look at what he's doing to this board tonight. It's in everything.
Yes, his second 177. He's hit 6 maximums as well. And Manley keeps trying. He keeps hitting the scores. And you've got to say, against anybody else in this competition, he'd have been right in this match. And even against Taylor last night, he'd have been in the match.
135.
Only 6 legs to Manley in this final.
60.
Thus saying how this man doth bestride the world of darts like a colossus. That is Taylor's house number. That's the ward he was born in Stoke-on-Trent when he was a baby. 13 looking lucky for Taylor. Looking lucky, certainly lucky. Adrian Lewis, the clan and the Taylors will be buying elastic bands to wrap the boodle.
Double 16. For an 11 dart leg.
Pushes his average to 107.3.
Game on.
It's like watching the start of an avalanche from the top of Mount Everest. You get the powdered snow, you get the scree in the rocks, and then the perma-ice tumbles on you.
First set 3-0 to Taylor, 112.73 average. A 170 finish included. Second set to Taylor. Evidently the leg went with throw on the second set. We almost saw a 167 check out from Taylor and then saw a remarkable 141 from this man. Treble 17, double top on the bull. And we all thought, perhaps now this game will really begin. Well, Taylor has put paid to that once and for all, really, with an amazing sequence of absolutely fantastic accuracy.
The only man this week who was looked like beating him, Mardle, 2-zip down, then reeled off 3 and nearly 4 before the power cranked it up again. Last 2 sets. Manley's got that rock and roll in motion like the incredible drink and dunk you could buy in Bridlington. Old-fashioned hooker on Chrissy Spears. 3-darter for 6-0 in a world final.
Yes, he's realised now his mind, in fairness, is probably on that trophy. and the cheque which goes with it for a cool £100,000, because although there's a little bit to do, it's going to be there before too long, Sid.
Well, Taylor's house in Bradwell, Stoke-on-Trent is full of the trophies. The Sagas is bulging at the seams of the trophies. He's going to have to build an extension.
Requires 70.
4-6-0 to leave only one set. Taylor needs 2 8s.
And a 14-dart leg, and that is another magnificent set to the power. 14, 11, 14, 6-0.
You're only betting on him because you look like him. See, ding dong!
4 years ago, Phil Taylor blitzed Peter Manley 7-0 on this stage, John. One more set, and it's a repeat.
Yes, you've got to say the first set and that one we just saw, mentioned the darts, absolutely out of this world exceptional, and the ones in between showing a level of consistency. Even with an average of 107, Sid, you might expect the odd set perhaps to drop below 100, 98, 97, and that would be compensated for by one of the legs, one of the sets rather, with maybe 120, 130. But the level of consistency right through this match has been maintained, and that's the reason why Manley has hardly been allowed into it.
Absolutely.
100.
His end average 4 years ago was just under 100. If he does complete this whitewash at an average of near or just under 107, that will be a unique achievement.
Yes, and when Manley was soundly beaten 7-0 before, he averaged around about 87. He's actually 6.5 points up on that. He has thrown better tonight than he did then, but doesn't offer much consolation when you're up against a man like this who is on a mission.
137.
Ted Hans had a better tournament average, 102.5 some years back.
100.
And certainly will not break that. But in this margin, who's to argue if he's a better player or not? He says he's not a better player. He says he's more experienced. I think he speaks with semi-folk tongue.
65.
Here we go then. To save, or to step back in with save a bit of face. Taylor now then.
53.
To plunge through set 7. Whitewash on the cards. 25. 7 for 2 4s. 2 4s. Middle of the bed.
And yet another 15 darter, and Peter Manley, his facial expression says it all really. He almost half expected it, I would think.
Well, last time he was on the end of a beating like this by Taylor. There was no handshake. He shot straight off the stage. He said later he had to go to the loo. It would be interesting to see if it's a warm grip or very perfunctory, because it ain't gonna last long, this one. Now, that's his 8th, and he's thinking 9 darter. Just to tell Manley not to mess with Stoke lads, be they 20 or like Taylor is 45.
Well, Peter Manley, who said to me some time before this final that he was going to relax and enjoy tonight, treat it like an exhibition, I think will be very warm to Taylor in his congratulation, because frankly, Taylor's provided the exhibition. No question about it, Sid. A wonderful, wonderful one it's been too.
And John, his 2000 win was with a tournament average of 102.5. He is 0.4 below that. So this measurably peak power.
And he's on a 10-dart finish here with a 180, a 165,
81.
345.
Field requires 16.
Is it a 140 in between? And
To 8.
therefore,
Still a chance with the lie. Bouncing onto double. Oh, got it! It's an exhibition. It's an exhibition. It's like watching elephants eat bath buns. It's no competition, but it's beautiful.
oh, Manley there had a 180. And there's the man who's got 7-0. It's not quite up yet, but I think you can go and join the queue. There'll be a few. So, I think Taylor just quietly knows that he is playing, if not the very, very best darts he's ever played, not far short, not far short.
60.
102.5 average in the tournament in 2000, Taylor. He's on 102 near enough now. Who's going to argue about 2.2 or 0.3 decimal points? .107 average, Taylor. Manley has been popping away at the 60 for 3 legs now. She knows it's over. They know it's over. Understacker now. Understacker right hand end. Normal stacker now.
60.
Well, there haven't been too many of those from Taylor. And Manley has the advantage in this particular leg, but 118. He's already evens to win the world title in 12 months' time, Phil Taylor. And I would suggest, Sydney, that represents good value. You can wait till next November and put your bet on, and he'll be rather shorter than that, 4-9 or 2-5 or 1-3. So your money on now.
I reckon the fact the prize money here 66% up on a year ago gave a little tickle to Taylor. An extra tickle was the Adrian Lewis Manley attitude match. The genius of Taylor, cruising, giving Manley the bruising. Adrian's happy. Just too high. Match point, possibly John.
Yes, but Manley, great effort there. Has he, though, been booked for second place since the outset of this particular match?
Treble 18.
Double 12.
Double 12 for the match. 13 world titles. A whitewash. A whitewash. A hug. And an amazing performance from an amazing man. The greatest flinger of tungsten who ever drew breath. 13 world championships for Taylor.
And a final match average of 106.74, a tournament average of 101.9. Super.
Absolute brilliance. What can you say other than magnificent?
Ladies and gentlemen, would you now please welcome on stage our presentation party, the chairman of the PDC, Mr. Barry Hearn, and Mr. John O'Reilly, the Managing Director of Ladbrokes e-Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolutely fantastic competition this year. Would you please now salute and welcome your 2006 Ladbrokes.com runner-up, Mr. Peter Manley. And of course, along with that magnificent trophy, Peter received a cheque for £50,000. For the 13th time, unprecedented amount of world championships in any sport, your 2006 Ladbrokes.com World Darts Champion, Phil Taylor!
Phil, I think you wanted that.
Yeah, they just giving Justin a little bit of stick, but bless him, he's come down to support me. He's actually just flown in from Dubai this morning to come down and see me. So
forget him. What about you?
Oh, mate, unbelievable to actually come through the field with 64. Some of the best players I've seen for a long, long time. It's been absolutely unbelievable to actually get through to the final. You can see my reaction last night. Just to get to the final against Peter was for me, it was breathtaking. You know.
You said last night was the proudest moment of your darts career. Is tonight, has that surpassed that now?
Well, to beat Peter Manley is hard work anyway, you know. I knew I had to set my stall out before that. When I was upstairs, I knew I could watch him practice. He was scoring, he was finishing. You know, he's not easy. He's not easy to beat. You can well imagine, you know, he's blown the field on his side away. And he is in the final, so you've got to treat him with the utmost respect, you know.
Did you think you'd be as comfortable as that, though? I mean, 106 average after the way you played yesterday. I don't think anybody was expecting that.
Do you want me to be perfectly honest with you? I was not 100% sure if I was going to win enough tonight. I was really, I was worried about Peter today. I wish I could say he can sing his song. It was so difficult for me, but I just kept concentrating and in my mind thinking, just be solid. All you got to do is keep your game solid.
What about
against Peter? You've got to do. You know what I mean? He's quality.
Quick word with Peter. Peter, what on earth could you do against that?
I think I peaked too early, Dave. I walked into this tournament. The wife and I had just moved house. We got rid of all our trophies when we moved. We wanted a house free of trophies. Today, I thank Ladbrokes. I thank everyone in the PDC. I've got a little trophy here. This is Ladbrokes.com World Darts Championship, runner-up 2006. I've come second in one of the biggest world championships in the world. I'm chuffed to bits. Today, I played Phil Taylor. As everyone said, if I'd have played him yesterday, it would have been a close game. That's the difference between me and that man. That man does it time after time. I do it occasionally, and mine was yesterday. Can I just thank a couple of people, Dave? I'd like to thank Jason from Arkle Jacks in Blackburn, to Panch, and one of my biggest fans, One Dark Kel in Balltree at the Granby Inn. To the best man at the wedding, Dave Ansell, he's been with me all the way, and I appreciate everything, but most of all, my wife Chrissy. Even losing 6-0, she's still shouting out there. She's terrific. And one last thing is when I came into this championship, I hadn't worked and prepared as well as previous years. This year meant so much. I played in the Premier League, which everyone would have seen. There was about 4 or 5 players up for that last position or 2 positions that are going for. And Mr. Hearn there has just told me that I've got one of them places. And
congratulations.
Thank you very much. So, to all those people in Carlisle that have bought the tickets, because I love living in Cumbria. They're terrific people. Can't wait to see you in Carlisle. Thank you very much.
Peter Manley, ladies and gentlemen. Final word to the 13-time world champion. How does that sound now? 13, it's your lucky number.
Oh, listen, I can't thank you lovely people enough for my support. For the support that I did have tonight off you. I mean, you do help a player when they're up here. You also can hinder a player as well, by the way. But as normally, I always give me darts away when I win a final. And this one is very, very special to me. This is my ultimate dream. So, you know, if I never win another final, or didn't even get another final, I'm not really bothered, to be honest. But I'm going to give me darts away, and this is a fella. This is a fella who I am very, very, very proud of this week. It's his first World Championship. And I'm going to give him to my mate. Aidy, come on. And I'm going to frame it for you. I don't care how much they boo. You can boo as much as you want. This is somebody I'm very, very proud of. Well done. Thank you. Anyway, what can we say again? I will give you away. Well, you lovely people are now going to go back home and have a nice Christmas and a nice New Year, hopefully anyway. I'm going on a Ladbrokes cruise next week, so good night, God bless. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, champion of the world for the 13th time, Phil the Power Taylor.